Next up is Froggy. Froggy, whenever you're ready, mister.
Hello.
Hello.
So I just wanted to ask, like, I watch Hakeem, and I saw a video where you said that like communism doesn't work, and I just felt that the arguments you gave weren't that well. So, could you like explain more on why you believe communism doesn't work?
Sorry, what the arguments weren't that well what? Or where did you see this? Who's Hakeem?
It's never mind. I just all right. Yeah. Can you just tell me like why you think communism doesn't work that well?
Oh man. I don't know that my arguments have ever been that communism doesn't work that well. I've argued why I've explained why I'm not a communist. And there's a number of different reasons.
Yeah, that's like a personal opinion. That doesn't really matter to me. I just more really
okay.
want to know why you think it doesn't work.
I'm not a guy who goes around talking about it doesn't work that well. I'm just not a communist.
Oh,
Do you, I mean, I guess the question would be, where has it worked well? I'm curious. You tell me.
I mean, I personally believe that the USSR was it's pretty good. I mean, they had 1%, 1 to 2% unemployment. They nearly eradicated homelessness by giving free housing. They pretty much won the space race, just from a feudal backwater of Europe to a superpower. So, I mean, I would say the USSR was pretty good.
Okay, I've never heard anyone make that argument before, but that's interesting. Why do you think it ultimately failed?
I mean, you probably heard this before. I just think it was due to Gorbachev, just because I wouldn't say it was his economic reforms that killed the USSR. It was more. I believe it's more of his social reforms. I mean, he would let like pretty much liberals come into office and just ruin it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. From everything I've read about the USSR, I mean, I guess there's a question as to how you want to measure well-being, and this is a tough thing to do. But in terms of per capita GDP, I think the USSR never even got to a third of per capita GDP in wealthy, Northern European countries. So that's one metric that's at least a starting point to look at. But I mean, it's an interesting question. I mean, I'm willing to have my mind changed on anything, but I'm not hearing anything super compelling.
By the way, like the USSR GDP per capita was like, I believe, like 10,000 in 1990. So I don't know what it was for like Norway or somewhere like that in 1990.
Okay, yeah, and I have no idea if you're talking about PPP adjusted dollars or inflation adjusted or whatever. I just don't have the data in front of me. But yeah, I mean, I've not done videos about communism doesn't work, so I just am not. It's just not my argument to have.
Oh yeah, okay.
I'm just not a communist.
That's understandable.
Thank you.
Thank you, Froggy.
My pleasure.